Today, we are diving into a fascinating, multifaceted topic that sheds light on the complex relationships and legacies shaping South Africa's modern political landscape. We are going to explore the remarks made by Helen Zille, a prominent South African political figure and former Premier of the Western Cape, about Jacob Zuma, the controversial former president of South Africa. Zille recently shared insights about her personal experiences with Zuma, calling him kind and generous in their interactions. However, she didn't shy away from addressing the deeply contentious political legacy he left behind, a legacy that continues to spark heated debates across South Africa and beyond. Let's begin by painting the backdrop of this story. Helen Zille is a well-known name in South African politics, respected for her sharp critiques and her leadership within the Democratic Alliance, South Africa's main opposition party. Over the years, Zille has carved out a reputation as a no-nonsense leader, unafraid to confront political corruption and hold those in power accountable. Meanwhile, Jacob Zuma's presidency from 2009 to 2018 is a defining chapter in South Africa's post-apartheid history. Zuma's time in office was marked by sweeping allegations of corruption, most notably the state capture scandal, which rocked the nation to its core. Zuma's political rise was deeply intertwined with South Africa's liberation movement. He played a significant role in the African National Congress, ANC, the party that led South Africa to freedom from apartheid. For many, his early contributions to the struggle for democracy cemented his status as a hero. Yet, his presidency revealed a much more divisive side, as allegations of corruption and mismanagement surfaced, leaving a trail of economic and institutional damage. These scandals were not merely a matter of public perception, they were substantiated by years of investigations, whistleblowing, and media exposés. Even today, Zuma continues to face legal battles, including charges related to an arms deal from the 1990s. Now, let's turn to Zille's comments, which highlight the duality of Zuma's persona. On a personal level, Zille described Zuma as a kind and generous man. She emphasized his humanity, even noting how pleasant her interactions with him were despite their opposing political allegiances. It's a rare acknowledgement in South African politics, where opponents often avoid expressing any form of personal admiration. Zille's words serve as a reminder that political figures, no matter how polarizing, are multifaceted individuals. However, Zille did not let her personal regard for Zuma overshadow his political record. She was unequivocal in her criticism, stating that Zuma's presidency was marred by widespread corruption that eroded South Africa's democratic institutions. This dual perspective is significant. It illustrates the importance of separating personal relationships from the duty to hold leaders accountable for their actions. Zille's remarks bring nuance to the often black and white narratives we encounter in political discourse. Let's delve deeper into the allegations that define Zuma's presidency. At the center of the state capture scandal were the Gupta brothers, a wealthy family with close ties to Zuma. The Guptas allegedly wielded undue influence over state affairs, from securing lucrative contracts to appointing key government officials who would advance their interests. This level of corruption went beyond personal enrichment, it undermined the very foundations of South Africa's democracy. State-owned enterprises, once pillars of the nation's economy, were looted, leading to financial losses that continue to burden the country. Despite these controversies, Zuma remains a polarizing figure. He commands a loyal support base within the ANC and among segments of the South African population. For many of his supporters, Zuma represents a leader who championed the interests of the marginalized and stood up to Western influences. His populist rhetoric and connection to grassroots communities have ensured that his influence persists, even as he faces legal battles and public criticism. Zille's comments also touch on a broader theme, the challenge of reconciling personal experiences with public accountability. This is not unique to South Africa. Across the world, leaders often evoke complex emotions, with their personal qualities sometimes at odds with their political actions. Zille's ability to acknowledge Zuma's kindness while condemning his presidency is a rare example of balanced discourse in a polarized environment. It encourages us to engage with political figures in a way that recognizes their humanity without excusing their failures. As we reflect on the current state of South Africa, it's clear that Zuma's legacy remains a point of contention. The legal battles he continues to face are a testament to the country's efforts to uphold accountability, albeit imperfectly. Yet, these proceedings are also a stark reminder of how deeply corruption can embed itself within state institutions. The path to restoring public trust is long and fraught with challenges, but moments like Zille's comments provide an opportunity for introspection and dialogue. Looking to the future, South Africa faces critical questions. How can the nation move forward while addressing the damage of the past? What lessons can be drawn from Zuma's presidency to prevent similar abuses of power? And perhaps most importantly, how can leaders and citizens alike ensure that accountability becomes a cornerstone of governance, rather than an exception to the rule? Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's possible to separate personal impressions from political accountability, as Helen Zille suggests? What are your views on Jacob Zuma's legacy, and what steps do you think South Africa should take to strengthen its democratic institutions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We value your perspectives and look forward to a rich discussion. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our deep dives into important topics like this one. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested. Your engagement helps us bring you more content that matters. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.